So when you're loading more than one muscle simultaneously, it's common to experience this shaking and jerking, but does it reflect the problem? We're asked this question a lot in our courses where we use a lot of these coordinated loading strategies, but the shaking itself isn't necessarily reflective of a problem, but it can offer a great insight when you use the right reasoning. So in this limb here, for example, with the heel float, what this does add is an isometric plantar flexor demand to a dynamic knee and hip extensor loading. But instead of just thinking that it's working hard because it's shaking, we need to be more clear about why we would use this. So using the knee as an example, we could use this to share load between the knee extensors and the plantar flexors if the knee extensors were sensitive to isolated load. We could also use it as a progression for a knee that could handle load in isolation, but was challenged more when it had to coordinate with a neighbouring joint or muscle. And this is important because even if you had that heel on the ground, the same amount of force is going through the limb. But the heel float here simply changes how that load would be managed across the limb by sharing some of the workload or by adding a coordinated demand to an isolated area.